Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it's the Ninja Warriors, the new generation for Super Nintendo, and I'm going to play on normal here. You may be wondering, why is it called the new generation when the new generation isn't even on the title screen? Well, here's the thing. The name is different depending on which region you're playing it on. The Japanese version was called the Ninja Warriors Again, and it had female enemies in it. There was also red blood. In the American version, the title was changed to just the Ninja Warriors. The blood was censored and it was changed to green, and the female enemies were taken out, despite the fact that we had the ESRB rating system and Nintendo's censorship was kind of antiquated at that point. The European version was called the New Generation, but that subtitle was only on the packaging. It's just like the American version, only it is slower, noticeably slower in fact, and because of that, it is noticeably easier. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're still going to have a tough time. I'm playing the PAL version because, well, one, is giving me a hard time, and two, it's woefully underrepresented on YouTube. Most of the people who play it either do the American version or the Japanese version. And there are quite a few good LPs of both versions out there. But I want to do the European version because, well, it's the other ones on the NDSC regions are giving me a hard time. Anyway, we got 3 characters to play with. There's the ninja, he's tall, he's heavy, and because of that, he's pretty slow, but he's also pretty powerful. His jumping controls are kind of weird. I'll get it a little bit in depth. They're not like Kunoichi or Kamaitachi. It's not like your normal jumping. But once you know how it works, it's pretty good. Kunoichi is your regular, everyday balance character. She can kickflip off of enemies in midair, and she can also fight with her sword as well as her kunai. She's based on the one-player character from the original arcade Ninja Warriors game. And while she's pretty cool to play with, it is pretty easy to get into trouble if you don't know what you're doing. Mostly because either you are getting your butt handed to you, or you're not doing as much damage as you'd like, and those things are going to go hand in hand. Still fun to play with, though. And then there's the Kamaitachi, who's the speedster of the group. Really takes some practice to play with him, especially since he cannot throw enemies. Instead, he has special commands that you can do in close and whatnot. If you can get some practice in with him, he's pretty cool. But I got the best results with the ninja, and because of that, that's exactly who I'm using. So let's go. Stage 1, and as soon as you start playing the European version, notice how slow those soldiers are moving. Same frames of animation, and the timer is going slower as well. So because of that, noticeably slower. Here's the up and Y throw. Here's the down and Y throw, and here's left or right plus Y. Those are the 3 throws for the ninja. Kunoichi can throw people with her hair. Anyway, I'm going to go into more depth on how to do the shoulder tackle because that's part of the jump commands, but grab an object, just press Y. Hold the direction you want to throw it, and then press Y again. You cannot move while carrying an object, so you want to be careful. These guys with knives will go down in one hit. These guys with the beret will just punch and kick at you. Slightly more effort, but nothing insurmountable. Sometimes these guys will duck, and you want to duck accordingly too. New enemy at this point, this red guy with the gun. He will hit you with the butt of his gun, and he will also try to shoot at you. But if you hold Y, like this, you can duck and also walk backwards. A and B will let you backflip backwards, and forward and B, while blocking, will let you backflip forwards. And here are these claw guys. They'll try to cut at you with their claw-like weapons. Let them come to you, and then do your throw. Here's an energy canister. There are 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. Small gives you about a sixth of your energy back, medium is about a third, and the big one gives you the whole shebang. Now for the jump commands. With the ninja, press B, press Y, and you'll do a spin attack. Hold down and press B, and you'll do a stomp. And if you hold left or right and press B, you'll do a dash. If you run into an enemy with it, you'll do a shoulder tackle. If you do an attack before you do the shoulder tackle, press Y before either the dash ends or you run into an enemy, you'll do a kick. You'll also notice that I'm going to be doing the down plus Y throw with the ninja a lot, which is the atomic drop, because it does a lot of damage, especially against bosses. So there you go. And there's the blaster meter. I really got knocked down, so because of that, I just lost all my energy for the blaster meter. Want to be careful with the missiles once you make your way up. You want to watch the shadows on the floor to see where they drop. Sometimes they'll drop on you and you'll barely have any reaction time. Here's the first boss, which is this guy who can also block your attacks. I'm going to show off this attack. On your last hit, instead of just pressing Y, press up and Y or down and Y, and you'll also do a blaster attack instead of your usual last attack. This can only be done if your blaster meter is full. Also, when your blaster meter is full, you can press X to do a screen clearing bomb attack. To beat this guy, you want to throw enemies into him and also try to use your combos as well. You want to keep your distance too so you don't get smacked. Definitely don't want to be near him when he gets up. Other than that, that's basically it. Now it's time for stage 2, where we get more guys to beat up. Rather interesting so far. These guys with the mask will try to get the jump on you and try to be a little tricky. Sometimes they'll duck when you don't want them to. So when you get close enough to them, you want to duck down and then punch them before they can do the same. A lot of guys with knives here. Alright, there we go. Okay. Try not to get hit by this guy again. There we go. You want to wait for that picture on the left between the word blaster and the bar to show up, so that way you know when you can do your bomb. Just try not to take a lot of damage in one blow, otherwise it's going to go all the way back down. And you have to wait for it to fill up manually again. The blaster meter charges more slowly when it's near max. Definitely want to keep that in mind when you're trying to save up for either that blaster combo or you're saving up for a screen clearing bomb. And here's this Gordon Freeman-like character with sunglasses. He attacks much like the guys with the berets, but he takes even more damage. And here are the green guys with the demon masks. They take even more damage than their blue counterparts. And they can jump back and just be a general nuisance, so you want to take them out as quickly as possible. And once you take out all these guys, you get to fight this gold robot. You definitely want to get near him and do throws. Don't want him to grab you either. You can attack them, but only from behind. Otherwise, you'll have to use your grab and throw. Now it's time to go even further into stage 2. And we have this blue guy with the gun who'll be showing up shortly. There he is. He takes even more damage than his red counterpart, and he can be very, very annoying too, because the guys with the guns tend to back away. And just like I mentioned earlier, these guys with the claws that jump around, you definitely want them to come your way. Let them do your legwork whenever possible. And be ready to duck when the time comes, because they can attack with barely any notice. Like that. Alright. Once you enter this little tunnel here, all the guys with the knives will show up in grays and whites and everything. Regardless of their color, they'll always take one hit, so don't worry about these guys in case they show up in different colors or anything. You want to stay away from these fan blades when they're in motion, because they will hit you. Thankfully, they'll also hit enemies. So keep that in mind. I like those kinds of hazards, the ones that don't discriminate between player and enemy. Because every time it doesn't hit the enemy when I want it to, because I'm not used to the game, I hate it. I really do. I'd rather throw that out there right now. Now let's see how much work these sand blades do right here. Oh, great. Okay. Thanks to the screen clearing bomb, I didn't need to put up that much effort to finish the rest of those guys off. Always good to have the bomb energy when you need it. And here's a bright yellow robot. He takes more damage than the gold one. You'll be seeing them in even more colors soon. I just managed to hit that guy with my nunchaku. It should be noted with the nunchaku that if you can position yourself and the enemies correctly, you can actually hit enemies while they're right behind you, which is always pretty good. And now it's time to take on this guy. It's a Shogun with a chainsaw. Might as well go ahead and use my bomb before I lose it. And wow, I got hit from behind. That was really foolish of me. But I was able to get some nunchaku hits in. I was able to do block while still doing a backflip. That's interesting. Wish I could do another bomb attack though. Oh, come on. I couldn't even see that guy. Definitely do not want to lose a life because you have one life per continue. Thankfully, continues are infinite. But you lose all of your score, which makes it really annoying. Thankfully, I haven't taken a lot of damage thus far. Maybe I should be using my shoulder dash more often. There we go. Alright. Now that we got him out of the way, it's time for Stage 3. And we're going to be dealing with quite a bit of Berets and Gordon Freeman clones here, while we're in this abandoned subway. Take care of those 3 guys at one time. We're still going to see other new enemies too. And that was really dumb of me. There's one of them. It's this guy in a red karate gi and spiked shoulder pads that spits fire at you. He's really annoying, and you can't block his flames, so you want to keep your distance and try to strike him before he does the same to you. Making a lot of progress in such a short time right now. I'm very surprised. At least we got a lot of those taller enemies that take more damage out of the way. And if only these knife guys would stop showing up. Wow, that blaster really did wonders right there. I usually take 1 or 2 hits in that area. Now it's time to meet another new enemy. Where is he? There he is. This guy takes a lot of damage. But if you can keep away from him and keep him within reach of your fists, he should be very easy to deal with. And I'm going to hit these guys with my bomb and my atomic leg drops before he can do any more damage. That way I'll have less enemies on the screen when the guy with the gun appears here. That was a very short second area, but now it's time for the third one. Believe it or not, these little potted plant holders you can actually pick up with the Y button. Made quick work of him. Might as well use this little stone decoration to get rid of the guy with the demon mask. And use that blaster common to get rid of the guy with the red gi and the spiky shoulder pads. Just in time to deal with Neo from the Matrix here. This guy will use a lot of kick attacks and also try to jump at you too. So you want to wait for him to make his move. Try to get in close with him if you can. And if you can actually put him in a very damaging throw move, do it. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Well, I'll be regaining that energy anyway. Just in time to fight another linebacker here, I guess you could call him that. There we go. Wanted to stand right there, so I might as well just give him a dashing kick for good measure. And there goes all the enemies. Thankfully, I have my blaster fully charged, and I definitely want to guard and defend myself for this battle, because this guy, it's like there's a 50-50 chance of him just randomly smacking you. You want to be able to get him near you so that you can instantly defend, and then go out of defense mode, and then throw him. Like that. And sometimes he'll climb the walls and throw grenades, and it's really, really annoying. Once you do enough damage to you, he goes invincible like that. And I really don't like it. And I thought he was going to stay invisible there, but there he goes again. And I didn't think I was going to catch him there, but I did. And there I go again, and I do another atomic leg drop on him. Just be patient. Watch the bottom of the screen when he turns invisible so you can see where his legs are. Once you know how he jumps and whatnot, it's really easy to anticipate where he's going to go, and you can grab him while he's invisible accordingly. And with that, I'm on stage 4, and I'm going to leave some more stages for the next video. So join me then, when I take on Stage 4, as well as whatever else will happen. So until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!